We are going to be manifesting powers. By the manifestation of powers, you assimilate, digest, inculcate all the extraordinary truths revealed by Swamiji within you. So let us all get ready right now to manifest and experience this extraordinary transformation with it. I request all the participants to please settle down with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Today, we've all been manifesting the power of clairvoyance, the ability to see people's thoughts, people's visualizations, what they're thinking about. In this round now, right after the darshan, what we're all going to be doing is, myself and Matattva Priya, we will be visualizing images. And we request all the participants to scan and identify what is it that we are visualizing. It could be anything. It could be any random image. So we're going to be visualizing something. And I'm going to request all the participants to manifest this power where you actually are going to see what is the exact image, the exact item that we're visualizing. And we request all of you to scan and share that with us. Are you all clear? If you're all clear, can I request you all to please let us know? Excellent. So now that all of you are ready, I request all the participants to please settle down with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Right now, I'm going to be visualizing an image and I'm going to be connecting to Swamiji. I'm going to be visualizing an image in my inner space. And I request all of you to connect to Swamiji and scan and identify what is the exact image I'm visualizing. Okay, it could be anything. It could be like it could be a mango or an apple. It could be any random object. It could be some water. It could be anything. So I request all of you to scan and identify what exactly is the object or is the picture that I am visualizing. Yes. Ready? Please close your eyes. Connect to Swamiji. Chant the Mahavakya. I am continuously holding an image in my inner space. And I request all of you to scan. Describe all the details, the color, shapes, objects, words, feeling, emotions, whatever you are seeing, whatever you're experiencing, go ahead and keep describing them. Start with
Just
that.
connect to Swamiji now. Swamiji himself is going to be showing to you in your third eye exactly what she is visualizing. Literally, you'll be able to see. First thing to do for this is unclutch from everything. Do the actual unclutching process. Take a moment. Slowly drop all the thoughts that are running inside of you with the decision to be in the space of unclutching. Sit with the head, neck, and spine in a straight line. I request all the participants, viewers who are there on YouTube with us. I request everyone to please do this process. Sit straight, sit with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Close your eyes. Now, connect with Swamiji. Just remember the beautiful darshan we all are showered with right now. Just remember that in your inner space. Close your eyes. Enter into a deep space of oneness. You're now going to be identifying, just as the thoughts are coming, keep dropping it at Swamiji's feet. Do not create a new thought. Do not entertain, engage, cherish the thought that you're having. Do not destroy a thought. Just become a witness. Step back and witness like how you see the clouds passing by. Like that, just witness it. Please close your eyes. I request everyone to do this process for a few minutes, and then in the space of intense unclutching, you can actually chant the Mahavakya. Mahavakya will directly put you into that space of unclutching. Drop all your visualization, verbalization, the thoughts that you're carrying inside of you. Close your eyes. Now, as you drop the thoughts, enter into the thoughtless space. Just open your eyes and intensely, with all your three eyes, just look at what exact image is she visualizing inside her. You'll be able to see the color. You'll actually suddenly, you will start seeing the picture inside of you. You'll just start seeing the picture. The image will clearly appear for you. Intensely, just look at it. You're actually going to see how this image is appearing in like very clearly. In HD quality, you will be able to see it. What is it? Connect with Swamiji. Let Swamiji show to you in your third eye what she is exactly visualizing inside.
Now I request every one of you to post in the chat whatever you saw. The colors, shapes, sizes, images, whatever words came to you, post all of them in the chat. Describe the colors, the shades, the words, the images, the visualizations, whatever came in your inner space. Please go ahead and post all of them in the chat. I request all the participants to please go ahead and do it. Alright, so now let us verify in this particular round what was the exact image that I was visualizing. Okay, so we will be showing you all the answer right now, the exact image that I was visualizing. So it was that of a moon in the night sky reflecting in a river, as you all can see here. So this was the exact image that I was visualizing.
Okay, so now let us see who all have gotten the answer right. I request all of you to keep posting it in the chat. How many of you manifested this? Wow. Ma Yoga Guru Pradini posted, I saw a river. Wonderful.
Wow, Ma Lita Sege also said water. Very beautiful, Ma. See, many of you are starting to manifest it. Actually, if you see, the images that you're seeing are all so close. It's exactly like what is being visualized. You're able to see that so close and precisely in detail. See, don't worry about seeing the exact thing. You will start getting that. Just as you start manifesting, you will start being able to see even more detail. Now, shall we all do one more round? Okay.
So once again, now she's going to be seeing the next image. Just intensely connect to Swamiji. Look through your three eyes first for a few minutes, even if you had not manifested in this previous round. Do not beat yourself up with it. Don't say to yourself that, oh no, I have not done this. I was not able to manifest. I was not able to do this power manifestation. Drop all those thoughts. I request all the participants to first take a few minutes, surrender these thoughts at Swamiji's feet. Okay? You're not going to cherish any of these thoughts. Inside of you, enter into a deep, unclutched space. All the viewers that are there on YouTube, I request you also to please post it here. First, enter into a deep unclutched space and connect with Swamiji. Intensely connect with Swamiji. Now, drop all the thoughts. Just enter into an unclutched space. You can chant the Mahavakya, and connecting to Swamiji, chanting Mahavakya will automatically put you into the unclutching space. Okay. Now open your three eyes and intensely through your three eyes, just look at her. You will be able to look through her and clearly see what is the image she is visualizing. What are the colors? What are the elements that are there? What is the image? Clearly, Swamiji is going to be showing it to you now. And whatever is appearing to you, can I request all the participants to please post it in the chat as it is appearing? Come on, Machingho, what are you able to see? Ma Jyoti Konda, Ma Kamadahana. I request everyone to sit and do the power manifestation sincerely. Ma Ananda Gorini, Ma Prematavasi, come on. Actually, Ma Prematavasi, sit and do this intensely. You'll start becoming demo ready in this also. Okay, wonderful. Ma Harleen Gomez, go ahead. What else you're able to see? Describe more. Wow, Mamritandini, go ahead. Keep describing more.
Actually, I'm also seeing the image continuously. Like why I'm keeping my eyes open is because I'm actually projecting the image on my laptop just so that even if we get distracted internally, the image continuously is being seen and it's being held in the inner space.
Okay, good. All of you keep posting more and more. I request if all the participants can also post it in the YouTube chat. Okay, wonderful. Good. Maria Kalina, go ahead. What else you're able to see? I'm actually waiting to show everyone. Okay. Ready? Shall we reveal what the answer is? Anybody else who wants to quickly post? Masali Shin, what did you see? See, just look through your three eyes. Intensely look. Do not apply your logic here, okay? Okay. So now comes the time for the answer. Ready?
So the answer is I was visualizing or I was continuously seeing the image of a tree in the sunset.
Actually, I just wanted to say, Ma Harlin Gomez,
Maria Kalnina.
Kalnina, so many of you have manifested. How many of you have manifested?
Wow. Actually, so many people posted. See, even if you started seeing something related to nature or you started seeing trees,
many people clearly posted. Here the answers where you can see a tree, forest. I see a tree and river. I see a tree and road. Like this, people are clearly posted. See, all those who have manifested, give a big round of applause for yourself. Now, Maria Kalina, how do you feel now? Seeing the tree and seeing lot of like a forest. And Maharlin Gomez, how do you feel now? Mahongzu, you got the word sun. Wonderful.
Wow. Do you want to see actually how many of you are manifesting? This is how, see, just the benefit of being as a group, right? The group energy is such that even one person has a breakthrough. It is automatic byproduct in that group energy and excitement. You will start manifesting powers. Understand that is why Swamiji is making us all manifest powers here. This is the most conducive ambience for you to manifest powers. That is the impact of the group energy. In addition to connecting to Swamiji, when the whole group experiences entanglement, you will see that the excitement will just bubble. By default, your inner space will want to have that breakthrough to go and to be able to manifest. Okay, now shall we all enter into the next round? Ready? I'm going to be visualizing another image now. And I'm going to request all of you to scan and identify. It could be any random image. Please connect to Swamiji intensely.
Close your eyes. Intensely connect to Swamiji. And whatever, see the colors, and don't try to guess. Understand, if you try to guess, you will not be able to manifest it. See, our logic is very, very, very minimal. We keep depending upon the logic too much. And that is the reason we think, okay, anytime you want to manifest, immediately you try holding on to logic. Relax. Just relax from that logic for a few minutes and connect to Swamiji. The feeling connection is the power. Chant the Mahavakya. Enter into a space where you do not have the visualizations. Drop your thoughts, surrender to Swamiji. And just through your three eyes, just intensely look. Swamiji will clearly show to you what is the image. She's actually seeing the image and holding that image in a space. Right? So you are going to be clearly seeing what it is. Come on, all the participants. Sit now intensely and do it. Ma Prematavasi, come on, next round. Ma Shanti Devi Shankar, Ma Ananda Gorini, Ma Sally Chen. All of you participate intensely. Come on, Ma Maria Kalina, next round for you. All the participants participate in this round. Look intensely, whatever is coming without judging, just post it. Don't say, is it okay, is it right? Maybe she's going to guess this time. No. This is not a guess game. This is power manifestation. Drop your logic, surrender it to Swamiji. Just do it through your third eye. Please chant the Mahavakya now.
I request all of you to please post in the chat whatever you are seeing, whatever is appearing to you. Please go ahead and post in the chat. The image, the colors, the shapes, whatever you are seeing, whatever appear to you in your third eye, please go ahead and post it in the chat. Okay, go ahead, post more, clearly post. Describe more. I see many of you posting already. Describe more. Very good. Post more and more details. All of you please post more and more details. Ma Maria, no, maybe and all that. You should post clearly what it is. You should post. As Swamiji is showing to you, please post it. Okay. Now I think it is time. Let us see what the answer is. So the exact image that I was visualizing is Swamiji holding a flower. That was the exact image that I was actually visualizing. I was seeing continuously as well. All the images, whatever I'm visualizing is also seeing. This is the exact image that I was visualizing. As you all can see on the screen, this is the image of Swamiji holding a flower. of you have manifested? How many of you saw exactly these details?
Nithyananda Paramashivoham
Understand now, each one of you, this power manifestation that you're sitting and doing, you will see how it will start empowering you. You see, many of you who are saying you manifested, that's wonderful.
Please celebrate your manifestation. Understand, Paramashiva Swamiji has manifested through you. Every time you manifest, it's not a joke. It is Swamiji is landing inside you, literally. Like how deities land on Swamiji, Swamiji is landing on us every time we manifest powers. He is literally entering into us and overflowing and fulfilling us. So understand, I remember once there was this one participant who used to always be dissatisfied no matter how much they manifest. And I remember this, Swamiji told this to that particular participant. Swamiji said that, see, the problem with that participant was she used to feel like how much she will try, she will see letters, but people will be reading words and people will be able to see pictures and details. She will get one letter out of 21 correct. And Swamiji told a very beautiful statement to that participant and to all of them. Swamiji said, what is important is you celebrating the experience. So many people do penance for years together even to have a glimpse of this power. Swamiji is showering this power to us. When you start celebrating the fact, the experience, see, you are not becoming Swamiji because you're manifesting powers. No, because you're in oneness with Swamiji, you're manifesting powers. That cognition needs to change. Even if it's a small thing, let's say you saw brown color, or let's say you saw green color, celebrate, understand, start. That is a signal for you that Swamiji is manifesting through you. That means the connection is there. The connection is tested now. Only the strength needs to increase. It's like this. You have the Wi-Fi connection. You need to increase the speed of the Wi-Fi. That we can come to it later. But the connection is there. That's a great news for us. So you just need to celebrate the manifestation of Swamiji through you. That is what spa manifestation all about. So every one of you throughout this round, even if you didn't get anything right, it's okay. Just celebrate the possibility that you have the signs, you're able to manifest that experience of oneness with Swamiji.
Now, with this, we're going to be moving to a very important session next. In this session, Swamiji is going to be revealing to us about the secret and the exact science of how to experience completion with others. So now, let's enter into the session now.
Listen, completion with yourself is more like a spiritual practice. It is with completion with others the life itself starts. Listen, it is from the completion with others life starts. The completion with others, I can say, this was the greatest contribution of Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda's greatest contribution to Hinduism. He brought this idea of completion with others to the front. Completion with others is a spiritual quality, that's all. It is necessary for enlightenment. Unfortunately, we always got the idea if you have incompletion with others, run away to the higher planes where less people are there. No, that is not a solution. That is not a solution. Completion with others is the basic necessity, the basic quality you need for enlightenment. Understand? People sometimes ask me, how do I know whether I am suppressing or completing? If you are able to be in the space of completion with others, you are completing inside you with you also. If you are not able to be in the space of completion with others, then inside you are not completing with yourself, you are only suppressing. So the scale to find whether you are completing or suppressing, completing or brooding over, completing or waiting for a chance to take revenge. I have seen many people. The name of completion, now I am completing, but I am not going to keep quiet. I will wait for time. When my time comes, I will tell you what to do. I will do what needs to be done. Completion with others is a spiritual practice. Completion with yourself is like Mahadeva. Completion with others is like Devi. Devi is required for the life to happen. That is why in all our temples, I have put Devi along with Mahadeva. I have not put Devi as a separate deity. Listen, completing with others. Others means not just only your father, mother, husband, wife, brother, sister, the human beings around you. We will start the completion with everything with which you are living. Your wealth, your health, your bag, your seat, your pets, your car, your house. Please understand, all these are living part of your life. They may be dead objects, but they are living part of your life. See, a house may be a dead object, but it is a living part of your life. How many of you understand what I am saying? It's a very important component of your life. First, we will start completion with all the human beings with whom we are living. First step, completion with everything. With every human being. First thing you need to do is deciding, I have to bring completion with others, with whoever I am living. I have to bring completion with whoever I am living. Even if they don't want, I will stretch my best and I will decide I am in the space of completion. Whenever they want, I am open to have them. I am open. I am going to be in the space of completion. Whenever they are also ready, it will become completely complete. Understand? Completion with others does not mean you are going to apologize to them. No. Apologizing is not completion. Asking sorry is not. So many people were saying, I want to apologize, I am sorry. No. I am sorry is not completion. I am deciding to drop hurting pattern in my life or any incompletion, misunderstanding, anything. I am deciding to drop and I am deciding not to bring them, not to give life to it again. See, past, you can't say you are wrong or you are right. No one can say you are wrong, you are right. It is not apologizing. It is not feeling sorry for the past. No. Deciding, I am dropping this incompletion, hangover of the past, and I will not allow this to happen once more. Completion is actually responsibility, not apologizing. See, apologizing or feeling sorry comes out of powerlessness, but completion comes out of responsibility. Understand the difference. Please listen, see the difference. Now when I am saying you need to complete with your mother, with your father, with your brother, with others, I am not asking you to apologize. I am not asking you to call them and say, oh sorry, oh sorry, oh sorry, bus bus. No. No. Feeling sorry comes from powerlessness. That is not completion. When you call, you explain, this is what has been perceived by me. Here, I am not interested in looking into you are wrong or I am wrong. That will only create more and more anger, hatred and suppressed violence. I am only saying one thing. I am ready to drop the past and its powerlessness, incompletion. I am declaring I am dropping the past and I am complete. I don't have incompletion. And I will not create any incompletion anymore. Your decision and declaration, when it reaches them, you will suddenly see they also open up and start coming towards completion. But first, you need to be prepared.
I plan to do Sanskrit literature BA in correspondence.
Go ahead. Blessings.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Do
I
it.
complete with you. I know all that. I just didn't do it because of my cocky arrogance. I learned everything from Prabandham to Satrumara to Tiruvaran. Everything I know. But I just didn't. And one thing is like 8 generations ago.
Even now, when I wake up in the morning, first thing I will see is Venkateshwara's deity. I have a Vishnu deity. After that only I will see Meenakshi. Because my muscle memory is from Venkateshwara. Bio memory is from Meenakshi. Bio energy is from Arunagiri Yogeshwara. First thing I will see is Venkateshwara only. So, there is a strong, not only I have a strong connection with Vishnu and it's all same energy.
8 generations ago, my ancestors served a guru for 40 years.
Who?
Sriranga Mandavan.
Oh.
He belonged to Periyandavan. His Vrindavanam is my gene. We are given a title in that. He is my Kulaguru. I have had Samasrinam done. I still have Bharanyasam to do. I'll do it soon.
Blessings. Come on.
My name is joint family, and in doctor's house that doctor's parents, the doctor-in-law's parents, just will come as a guest. They won't come as
So tell me, what is the completion you did?
if problems comes, I'll take care of it.
Okay, all right. Let me finish my completion. I'll tell you the story of my completion. See, when I left the house, I think it was 17 and a half. Many times I ran away from the house, and 17 and a half, once for all I ran away. And I think when I was 17, both my gurus, Raghupati Yogi, Yogi Yogananda Puri is name, and Vibhudananda Puri, lady sannyasini, Kuppammal, her name, both of them have passed away. After they left the body, it was almost like impossible for me to live in that city. See, in that town, every stone is associated with their memories for me. The hill is the place where I spend my time. Temple is the place I spend my time. It's always with them. After their death, it was very difficult for me to live in that area, in that same town, so I decided that I will leave the place. Now only we call it as town and all. In those days it was a Pakka village. Pakka village. The whole village is only 5 street. 5 street or maximum I can say 10. 5 to 10, not more than that. Now of course the whole thing is developed and expanded and all that is. I could not live in Tiruvannamalai, so I decided to leave the house. I had the darshan of Ramakrishna suddenly, so I decided to go to Ramakrishna Mission and sannyasi. But I know very clearly I am not going to stay in their organization. I may go and receive sannyas and continue my yatra. That was my decision, my thinking, hope. So one day, it was a Sunday, Saturday night, Sunday morning, I saw very vividly Ramakrishna and Sharada Devi appearing, and they appeared, and I asked Ramakrishna, please initiate me. And he smiled and said, showing Sharada Devi, she is the specialist in all this. And I told Sharada Devi, you initiate me. Then I saw very clearly she put her hand on my head and both of them entered into my body and disappeared. So I decided, it gave me a lot of courage and strength to take up sannyas, leave the house. I can say that this was the immediate reason. So I decided I am going to leave the house. And after the decision, I was in the temple thinking. After this dream, I went to temple and whole day I was sitting and thinking. Even next day I was sitting and thinking what to do. Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, third day, evening I came to my mother. I sat on the door frame. She sat one step below. If any of you talk to my mother, you will understand. Sometimes people ask her, what's the difference you find Swamiji as your son and now? Even I asked her once. She says, I don't find any difference, Swamiji, because even in those days we treated you like this only. We treated you like this only. She will never sit equal to me. And one step below she was sitting. And I was very close with her. Very loving, and I never had any hatred. Very loving. Many times, when I get time, I will go and sit in kitchen with her. She will be cooking, I will be sitting and telling some stories. Had a very friendly relationship with her. And literally, till I left the house, I'll always be sleeping next to her. I think if you are from the Western culture, it will be shocking, you will not be able to understand. In Indian tradition, I think now when I listen to the stories, I understand that nowadays, even at the age of 10 or 6, 7, even much earlier, the kids are made to sleep separately. Till I left the house, I will always be sleeping next to her only, holding her. And another one thing, so I called her and said, I was sitting and I said, I was looking away from her, not looking at her, looking away from her and said, Mom, Swami is going to become a sannyasi. I won't address as me. Only recently I started using this I and me. If you see even my earlier discourses, you will not see anywhere this I and me. It's Ramakrishna style. And only very recently only I started using I and mine. I, me, all these words. Otherwise I will tell only Swami. Even to tell about me, I will tell only Swami. So, if you talk to our Gurukul kids, even they will not say I and me. They will only tell the name. Because I am talking to people, otherwise people get confused. If I go on telling the story, Swami told, Swami did, Swami this, then finally they ask which Swami. They end up in confusion. That is why
I have started using the word normally. Anyhow, I told her, in Tamil I said, Swami sannyasam போறதுன்னு முடிவு பண்ணிருச்சு. I told her that Swami has decided to go as a sannyasi. And I am looking away from her, and I don't have the courage to look at her because I am emotionally very attached with her. Very attached to her. So, I can't handle. So I was looking, my eyes were away. See, even though I was attached to her, I was complete with her. And I was complete with me. So it did not stop me going towards sannyas. But I had a very good relationship with her. I don't know how you guys will understand. Understand that attachment does not mean like the attachment you guys carry, that I will not be able to go for sannyas. It was not against my need or will for going to sannyas. But I cannot see her cry, see her suffer. So I was keeping my eyes away, looking away from her. I did not get any response from her. No words. After a few minutes, as usual, what women will do? Oh! And I am getting that slowly, that sound of she crying. Even then, I did not turn my eyes towards her. And I said, what do you mean? You mean to say I should not go? She said, no, I can't stop you. I am not able to handle, so I am crying. She said such beautifully, I can't stop you. In Tamil she said, சாமி என்னால் நிறுத்த முடியாது, என்னால் ஹேண்டில் பண்ண முடியல, அழறேன். எனக்கு தாங்கல, அழறேன். Then she hugged me. And usually I am a very, I will be so happy and comfortable with my mother. Even while I am sitting in the kitchen, I will be only putting my hands on her shoulder and talking. I was very comfortable. So I will never miss a chance to hug her. This hugging, I think, I learned from my mother only. Now I tell you really, if you are complete with your mother, all women in your life, the relationship will be so complete. If you are complete with father, all men in your life, the relationship will be complete. I was so complete with my mother, but when she hugged me, I did not even hug her back. And before she could be complete with that hug, I moved my body. She understood, I don't want her to hug me now. She understood, I'm moving out. She just took her hands off and she moved, and she was wiping the ears and crying. Immediately my father came from behind and said, my father was actually shouting at my mother, did you disturb Swami in some way? Why is Swami suddenly telling he is leaving the house? We are after all taking care of him nicely. And he has no courage to talk to me directly. I turned back. இப்போ யாருக்கு சொல்றீங்க? I asked him, now to whom are you talking? He just kept quiet. No, I did not tell anything. And he went away. And then the drama started. Of course, when I pushed her away, in the half hug, I could see very clearly part of my bio memory was incomplete. Please understand, part of me was incomplete. See, if she fought with me, I would not have had incompletion. You are fighting with me? Come on, I'll fight with you. Over. She never fought with me. So I could have allowed her to hug me. Means I could have done little more care, with a little more sensitivity, with a little more love. Because she's not asking me, don't go. You understand? She's not telling, don't go for sannyas. But I was afraid, if I give her the love or attention or care, I may not go. I may not be able to go. So I can say that it was more, the incompletion was created with her, more because of my self-doubt about me. Then, finally, next day morning, I can see the whole village is in front of my house. It's a very tight-knit community, small village, tight-knit community. I can say it's one large family, that's all. The whole village. At least that whole area. I've seen in those days, in every house in the puja room, there will be one old man's photo. I asked my grandmother, who is this Swami? She said, no, he is your grandfather. I asked then why his photo is in every house. She said, for all the house, he is the grandfather. So, no other entertainment. They will have 2-3 wives and no TV also those days. This is the only entertainment. Each house will have half a dozen to dozen. Zamindar means landlords. And I have seen the original house was 80,000 square feet. But when I was born and a lot was sold. They will part by part they sold. But the original house print, I saw in the town plan, still one small bit is there as it is. I am trying to buy, these fellows are not giving me, just to make like a memorial, one bit, same construction is there as it is, the stone construction and the teak wood. Any of you have seen that kind of houses? Soon you will see in Biddi, we are building, we are going to do 4 or 5. It's a typical old style house. It's a tight-knit family, the whole family is there. Usually if somebody dies, their body will be kept in the hall, the sofa, and the whole family will gather. See, this family is such that every month somebody will be attending the age, some engagement, some marriage, some death. Every once in 2-3 months there will be some festival, some program, some function. It will be continuously going on. That day when I woke up, I saw so much of crowd. I thought, who died? Because there's no other function. I asked my mother, what happened? Anybody died? All of them have gathered? All the relatives are there? She told me, no, they all came to see you only. I said, I am alive. Then she said, no, because you said you are going to become a sannyasi, they all came to see you. And literally, like a dead body, I was made to sit on the sofa in the center of the room, hall. It's called Nadu Kottadi. They call it Nadu Kottadi. And in the center I am sitting. All the group, the whole group is sitting all around. And some who doesn't have courage, they talk among themselves. Some who has a courage try to confront me. One by one comes. And first comes my father's elder brother's wife, Periyamma, means aunt. She comes. What will happen to our family prestige if you become a sannyasi? And the funny thing is, night I told my mother, by early morning the whole village knows, before I wake up, The whole village is there. There are nearby relatives. In those days, cell phone was not that common also. All the other villages also information is gone. They are all on the way. And you need to know, 2 families sat and already saw a girl for me. Usually in this tight-knit families, if a boy is born, immediately they will tie a girl. The mama பொண்ணு அத்தை பொண்ணு ஏதாவது ஒன்று டை பண்ணி வச்சிருவாங்க. So they already decided. They are seeing the time, right, muhurtam. And all of them have to sit and convince me. And I am a 17.5-year-old boy. And they will finish the marriage so that I cannot run away and become a sannyasi. And so all this is going on. And she comes, see what will happen to the prestige, family prestige. And I cannot live. If you run away like this and all, whole village will talk, everyone will talk about us. And now only we are having little prestige and family is all settling down. She has 2 daughters. And who will marry my 2 daughters if you run away and become a sannyasi? After all, they are my cousin sisters only. If you run away and become sannyasi, nobody will marry my daughters. I will hang with the sari on the fan. She told in Tamil. Shalai katti fan la thongiruven appadinu. I will hang myself in the sari on the fan. I slowly looked at her and said, she used to be very heavy. And I said, for your weight, the sari will tear, fan will break. You better use the rope on the uttaram. Uttaram is the beam. You use the rope and hang yourself in the uttaram. Surely you will die. That's it. And immediately she got angry. What? You are asking me to die? You are asking me to die? Get out of our house. Get out of our house. That's what I told her. I am going. I told her. That is what I am telling. I am going. Then comes the next guy. If you are from South India, you can literally enjoy the whole scene. You can visualize the whole scene and see. These fellows are so bothered about what others will talk about us. The whole life goes with that only. And then comes my uncle, means my father's sister's husband. Mama, my uncle, he comes. We are all living in the house and living a spiritual life. Are we all not living a spiritual life? Why don't you do that? Why do you want to leave the house? He is a drunkard. He is alcoholic. So, but I used to have a lot of respect for him. I just put my hands like this only and stood up from the sofa. In Tamil I said, Ada loose. That's the way I started. The loose. நீ காலைல எந்திரிச்ச உடனே சாராயிரம்னா மூஞ்சி கழுவுற, உனக்கு ஆன்மீகத்துக்கு என்னடா சம்பந்தம்? I spoke in singular. I used to be very respectful, but that day all my kundalini was up and alive. And I said, hey, fool. Loose is fool is not the right word. You understand as loose itself. Loose. You early morning, you wash your face only with the alcohol. And what kind of spirituality you are talking about? He was so angry because in public, in front of everyone, I told he is alcoholic. Because in the village and all, even if they drink, they will be very secretly, they will drink. And they will not drink in the house and all, they will drink and come and they will have a backside door, they will slowly enter. And that time only that cat will fall on them. It will be very secret. It will not be known to others, especially to kids. In front of public, no one will speak. And even the relatives will not sit together and drink. This fellow will go separately and drink and come. This fellow will go separately and drink and come. In the alcohol shop, even if they meet each other, they will put the towel and cover the face. And because I told him that he is alcoholic in front of the whole group, that's it. Hey, You told me I'm a drunkard? Get out of our house. Get out of our house. I said, that is what I'm telling. And second wicket over. So like this, few more wickets came. So once I finished everything, now everyone understands if you go there, all your respect, manam, maryada, ellam poirum. They understood. I am not going to bother about anybody. The way I was answering or talking, they all are very clear that now nothing can be done. They all kept quiet. And then some more relatives, whoever need to come. 3 days, the whole house was full of these relatives. Some trying to convince me, some from distance itself they will talk. And the way I answered, they got so frightened. Actually, my uncle's daughter only they were planning. This same guy only I said, you are a drunkard. That's it. Now I means I will not give my daughter to you. Who asked? I never asked. You planned. What can I do? And then they were planning these, that, and they tried to call my college friends and whether they will be able to give any advice to me. And nothing worked out. Finally, third day, Wednesday I told them, and Thursday, Friday. And of course, even Saturday I was there. Friday, Saturday I did not stay in the house, I went out. Sunday I left the house, that's all. Next Sunday I left the house. After that, there was no contact between me and them. They heard once I am in Ramakrishna Mutt, and when they came, I just saw them from distance and went away. That's all. And anyhow, I left the house and traveled and had different experiences, saw the different monks and sannyasis, everything, and had my realization, my, my life mission, everything. And when I had that experience at the age of 22, that I am an incarnation to transmit this experience, my body and mind is prepared for it. After that experience, it took 9 months for me to settle down normally. If I move the right hand, left hand will not move. If I move the left hand, right leg will not move. The coordination will not be there. If I speak, everything will be stopped. That's the way body was functioning. To settle down and become normal, it took 9 months. So when I settled into the body and became normal, the first thing I felt is I have to complete that biomemory which was left in me as incomplete. So I went back to Tiruvannamalai. Actually, that time I was staying in a place called Kanchipuram, near Kanchipuram, a place called Perukkaranai. And there they take stones for making deities. So there are artificial caves where they removed the stones, quarried the stones. I was staying in one of those caves. Then when I decided, I wanted to complete with her. When I felt I should complete with her, immediately I went back to Tiruvannamalai. I went to the house where they were staying. There I saw nobody is there. And somebody else is having shops. I went there and asked. I wanted to see Arunachalam and Loganai, my father and mother's name. They said, no, they are not here. They went away. I asked, it is their own house? They said, no. 8 years before they sold this house. They went away. I asked them, where are they? Do you know the address? They said, we don't know where they are. We don't even know whether they are in Tiruvannamalai. We don't have any idea. When I was inquiring, they thought that I am coming there for food, because my mother had a wonderful habit, which is from my grandfather. Every day, she will go and find some sadhus and get them and give them food. My grandmother also had this pattern. Every day, she will go and find some sadhus from the temple and get them, give them food, only then she will eat. My father's mother and mother's father, both of them had this habit. So sadhus will come regularly to have food. So these guys thought I came for food. So they said, we will give you food. I said, no, I just wanted to meet them, that's why I came. So I do not know now where they are. I went to temple and sat there. It's already maybe around night 8 o'clock. I thought in the temple at least some of the friends or relatives will come. I'll see them or they will see me, then I'll ask them. When I was sitting in the temple, first time after 9 months, I felt hunger. Because I settled into the body. That was the exact day I settled into the body. It was Deepavali day. And I settled into the body. And I think next day to Deepavali, Amavasya, I went to Thiruvannamalai. First time then I thought, what is this? In the stomach something is going on. Then I realized, oh God, it's hunger. Because the 9 months, hunger, thirst, everything disappeared from the body. All human activities have disappeared from the body. No one too. Means when nothing goes inside, how anything can come out? And even if we eat little bit, I think whether it completely gets assimilated, I don't know. So first time I felt the hunger after the 9 months. So I was sitting in Thiruvannamalai. It was funny, sitting in Thiruvannamalai, hunger and no food. But immediately, in few minutes, I could see the power of space. The Devi temple priest, he walked straight from the Devi temple and gave the food to me, Nevedyam. I asked him, no, why are you giving it to me? To whom you want to give? Maybe you wanted to give for somebody else and you are mistaking and giving. I told him in Tamil, எனக்கு எது கொடுக்குறீங்க? நீங்க வேற யாரையோ நினைச்சிட்டு எனக்கு கொடுக்குறீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். Then he looked at me and said, no, eat, and went away. After I ate and washed the hands and I was sitting, from distance I saw one young man, saw me and started running. Then I know it's my classmate. From distance I recognized. He also recognized me. He thought if he comes near me, I'll run away. So he wants to inform my parents first. He ran and told my mother and father. In 10 minutes I saw in my vision space one face coming and standing. My mother came and stood. And she was afraid to talk to me. She recognized me and she's standing. I turned my face and the moment I recognized her, I gave my wide smile and asked her, how are you, Ma? The moment she saw a smile in my face, she thought, yes, she can communicate. She can relate. And immediately, tears started rolling in her eyes because she's seeing me maybe, 7-8 years or after that. When I left, I'm a kid, now a sannyasi, shaved head, tall, shining face and sharp eyes, lean. Those days I used to be shaved head. And she was standing with tears. Actually, first I only stood up and pulled her and hugged her. And she started crying, putting her head on my shoulder. Cried, maybe For 10 minutes, I just allowed. When she felt complete and took her body out, I saw my incompleteness disappeared. The incompletion which was in me, in my biomemory, disappeared. Understand? The one hug, incomplete hug, which I separated my body, where I pulled myself out, that incompletion, which was in my biomemory, became complete when I hugged her again and allowed her to express the love. Then she said, please come and eat in the house. I said, now I am a sannyasi. If you give Purna Kumbha and offer the food in the banana leaf, like yesterday we served, I'll come and eat. She said, yes, I'll do. Next day she did all that ritual, and I went and ate and came back. The moral of the story is, even if you are an incarnation, you have to complete. Understand? Even if you are an incarnation, you have to complete. Clear? All right, this is the story of my completion.
Basically, human being has a high possibility for growth. If both decide the possibility and decide never to deny, then I will call that as life of Rishi. Both agree maturing of our taste should be the center of the relationship. Then it's an amazing marriage, I tell you. As couple people who are connected with me, they live a real life of heaven. The maturing of the taste, if there is any imbalance, that's it. And I'm not talking even about the devotees whom I'm seeing. Even in the regular life, sometimes a person, when he grows little bit, his communist ideas may evolve into capitalist. When he has no responsibility, he will be communist. When an individual responsibility comes, he will be capitalist. When the whole responsibility comes, he will be really beyond capitalism. A kind of, I should develop a new name for Sadashiva's economy. So he will move to that. So even in the life, your taste in the field of entertainment, your taste in the field of food, or your taste in the field of thinking, strategies, economy in multiple levels, the maturing of the taste is always nullified if the other partner is not willing to raise. It is like sometimes you will have such high, profound open up. But when you come back, you are expected to be same as you left yesterday. It is mandatory. And for the sake of the other person's consumption, when you try to get back to the older state, you also forget the opening ups happened. Marriage has killed millions of discoveries because you are mandatorily expected to be the same person, and this confirmation that you are a same person and you are still in love denies multiple opening up. And both understanding, we will grow and celebrate each other in every level, will be the real marriage. It all boils down to, let us be open. See, let me very clearly put it. The Saptapati, 7 vows Agama Sadashiva gives in marriage. He beautifully describes sex is the act between two individuals who revere and celebrate each other. That act does not need to be used to confirm that love exists between each other, and that act does not need to be the scale to measure both of us are still in the same plane. Understand, it should be independent of our maturing and maturity of the taste. It should neither be bonding force nor be confirming force, but be sharing act. But so much of insecurity about the confirmation about other person's love, or our need for the other person's life. You always wanted to confirm your existence is needed in the other person's life. So this insecurity denies possibility of any opening or happening or growth. If this understanding is brought between the two persons, and me shedding more old skin and you shedding more old skins is going to make us more better related, and we both are going to celebrate our togetherness more joyfully, can make marriage the real marriage, like Meenakshi and Sundareshwara. Meenakshi and Sundareshwara. I should say that is what makes Sadashiva and Parvati. So always make sure before marriage, both of you understand the possibility of the opening up. Today your idea about money will be different, tomorrow it will be different. Today your ideas about love will be different, tomorrow it will be different. Today your idea about the entertainment will be different, tomorrow it will be different. So both of us, we will revere, not just respect, revere, reciprocate our maturities, and we will celebrate each other's maturity and respect the need for maturity to be alive. If somebody is listening to the same music for 10 years, the fellow should need to be buried as quickly as possible. No, the maturing of the taste has not happened. And that is what you are expecting from your spouse. Then you are living with the dead body, and that is going to torture you like a ghost. Understand? Maybe that understanding will, the first vow itself, let's grow everything together, share everything together. The second vow, let us do all the cultural, social, spiritual activities together and constantly mature and celebrate our maturity. The Saptapadi vows. Very beautifully, Sadashiva gives that 7 vows.
So would it be right to say that the basis of marriage should be enlightenment, a journey together towards enlightenment?
I should say, not even enlightenment, supporting each other in the growth.
So it's certainly not a legal contract as it is seen in the West. Marriages should not be seen as a contract between two people to coexist and share their life.
In Hinduism, no divorce. Till death you can't divorce.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
In Hinduism, no divorce. It is cosmic contract.
So it's a sacrosanct.
If you are afraid of legal contract, it is cosmic contract in Hinduism.
Got it.
No divorce.
Thank you so much.
Clear?
Yes.
Do you know Sanskrit does not have the equivalent word for divorce? We don't have divorce. I should say Hindu marriage does not have divorce. It has an important aspect of initiation and training before marriage, which is missing, is causing the whole mess to this country.
Right.
Premarital education which need to be done is missing. That is causing the whole mess. Otherwise, I strongly deny the very possibility of divorce. The very idea of divorce should be destroyed.
Thank you so much.
Thoroughly get educated, try once, if it fails, take sannyas.
Whenever people come and ask me, Swamiji, can I marry this person? I tell them, marriage is a failed lifestyle. But if you decide to get married, this person is a good person. Person. I always put this caveat and then give the opinion. Because the person, both actually, before marriage, both are good people. After marriage, even they discover themselves that they have started becoming very strategic. Before marriage, they are so beautifully flowering, love, everything life positive, flowing. But after marriage, they themselves see that they have become very strategic and manipulating each other, exploiting each other. So I want to tell you, many times people come and ask me, even recently, one of my disciples, she asked me, is this person good for me to get married? I said very clearly, son, that person is very good person. But as a lifestyle, marriage is a failure lifestyle. If you decide to get married, that person is a good person. Surely, I will not blame that person. But the lifestyle you are entering is going to make both of you as a new persons. Be very clear. You are never going to live with the person with whom you fell in love. With whom you fell in love will be absolutely new person when you start living with that person, and even you will be a new person when you are already tied in the relationship institution called marriage. Listen, in the olden days, I should say, even now in Indian villages, marriage is a relationship, not an institution. But the moment the institutions like a court, society, police, all that gets involved in your marriage, or even the possibility of all that intervention in your marriage, it is no more a relationship, it is an institution. So you should know the difference between love, marriage as a relationship, and marriage as an institution. These three different things need to be understood. So, marriage as an institution is absolutely lose strategy for both. Lose strategy for both. When you get married and start strategizing, the other person experiences different you than what he or she saw before marriage. Then he also justifies his strategizing. You see, when you cunningly manipulate, he decides to manipulate and he feels justified for his manipulation. So you do first step, he does 3 steps more, and then you do 10 steps more, then he does 20 steps more. So each one justifies their manipulation. And then, as I said, the whole system has become failure. In the Indian villages, as long as the court, police, all that did not have an involvement into the marriage. Marriage used to be a relationship. Now it is no more a relationship, it is an institution. Suvit Surendran is asking, how can I stop being manipulative with my wife? Sit with her. Tell her very clearly all the things you did in a manipulative way. Take the risk. Tell. Even if the marriage collapses, it's okay. Open up. I tell you, she will open up and both will understand manipulating makes life toxic for both, and both will collectively decide to drop the manipulation and toxic lifestyle, and naturally a beautiful life, beautiful relationship will flower. That's it. Deciding not to allow external institutions to enter into your marriage and make it as an institution is the first need. In Hindu tradition, all marriage conflicts were resolved in religious court in those days. Means the Kula Guru, the family guru. In Hindu tradition, the family guru had judicial authority, right over the family. So it was a religious court that handled all the relationship issues. So relationships were kept as the relationships, never relationship was converted into an institution by a third person intervening into your relationship. And understand, a Kula Guru, family Guru, is part of the family. He knows you from the time you are born, or sometimes he knows you, your father, your grandfather, 3-4 generations. So, if you have your Kula Guru as the judicial authority for your relationship issues, you are free to get married. Your relationship will remain as relationship. But if your Kula Guru does not have judicial right over resolving your relationship issues, you have to go to an institution of police, court, lawyer, evidence and all that. Then marriage is institution. It's a failed lifestyle. See, the ups and downs of the life is the Navarasa and Arusuvai. If the foundation cannot be broken, in Hindu marriage, there is no divorce. You can have everything, but no divorce. It's not that the wives were obedient and our husbands were arrogant. No. You see enough stories where women claim their rights and independence, freedom, power. Hinduism is the most feministic religion, I tell you. In Hinduism, not just religion, even the Hindu economy, Hindu social system, everything is feminist. The women-centered, everything is feminist. When time comes, I'll try to reveal more details about it. How the women is the foundation of Hindu civilization. They formed the basis of Hindu civilization.
One of the most important truths Swamiji revealed. How so many times in our relationships, we, in the name of, trying to, we are very strategic. We become very strategic. We try to get the other person to do what we want them to do. And Swamiji gave a very, very important truth.
Actually,
said
Swamiji revealed to us the secret about what is real completion with others. What is actually really you cognizing the oneness in your relationships. So this is a very, very important session. We're going to be entering into understanding it deeply. I request all the participants to make sure you're on the camera, and anybody has any questions, you can post it here in the chat and we'll definitely attend to it. And in the Zoom, in few of the Zoom rooms, I think the chat is not working for some of you. Please head to the YouTube link where the live is going on right now on Kailasa's, especially the official YouTube channel. Go to the live video of Paramashivoham Level-3, and in the live chat section, you can post your
and
questions.
Also to all the participants that are here today, what we learned, we all heard one of our most favorite, I think this is something that participants enjoy always, listening to how Swamiji as an avatar, how he did the completion with the mother, that hug, That one hug that was left incomplete and how Swamiji completed it. And Swamiji said the importance, the significance, the completion with mother. Similarly, completion with all relationships in life. We saw the, like directly in Swamiji's life, he himself has demonstrated the importance of the principle of completion. And now, what we are going to do, listen very carefully, this one process will completely give you a shift in the way you look at some of the most closest relationships to you in your life. Please bring a paper and pen. Let us do the exercise that Swamiji gave right now. This is a very important exercise. I know we are towards the end of our day, but let us do this exercise because this is very, very, this is instrumental in you bringing depth in your relationships. So in the first step, I'm going to request every one of you to write down all the ways in which you have strategized, you have manipulated your spouse. For example, you know that exactly, let's say when your spouse, when the in-laws come, your spouse may come and request you, just let's, whatever the things, that just not bring up any arguments or anything in front of them. But exactly at that time, you will go and ask all the things that previously your spouse might have disagreed to, just so that they'll not have a choice. In the pressure of the situation, they have to accept. Like this, where are all the different situations in which, knowing that something was, you use a situation to manipulate your spouse? And please understand, it is not that, oh, it doesn't happen, all of us, some of us don't do it. It is not true. Every one of us do it in different levels in our lives. Whether even when you know something may trigger the other person and doing those things, it might be in various levels. But look at all the situations where you manipulate your spouse. We're starting with spouse. And if you want, you can choose any one relationship so that you'll be able to understand and see the relationship, why your relationship is getting affected. What is the reason why you feel that you are being exploited or you feel that you are being manipulated? Is because we start manipulating at some point, which is why the relationship becomes like that. How many of you are catching this? Swamiji explained it so beautifully. In multiple satsangs, Swamiji has explained how it is only when you start becoming manipulative, your relationships also start reflecting the same thing. So I request all the participants to sit down now and write this step by step. And we'll actually be taking you through the exercise now. And once we take you through the exercise, you can, we'll also give you the steps so you can go back and continue the same exercise as your homework. Because it's a very important one. Please take a note of the exercise. First step is to pen down all the areas where you had manipulated, like the situations. Once you sit with yourself and complete with it, you need to sit, really identify where you manipulated. Do not blame your spouse. Don't say, oh, no, that's because he did like this, she did like this, that's why I did that. No. Do not justify to yourself. Decide to go for completion. The decision is too important here because only with the decision you will be honest with yourself and you will have the ability to open up with your partner. Then sit with your spouse and share openly how you do this. Don't be afraid. Do not edit or cover up and try to speak in a polished way. Just be frank and open. If you really want a fulfilling relationship, have the courage of authenticity to try this out. Even if this does not go well, it is okay. Even if you feel your spouse will exploit you using it, it is okay. You open up and share. Share all the cunningness, manipulation strategies you use with your spouse. Listen to this. This is something very, very important. Many times when we are trying to sit and let's say that you're deciding, saying that, okay, I want to really complete, I want to come out of this manipulations, I want to come out of this habit. Even at that point when you want to go and open up to your spouse,
really your fears will be standing in front of you. What will he think of me? What will she think of me? What if the relationship ends? What if this happens, that happens? Drop everything as Swamiji's do. Actually, when you do it, saying that Swamiji told me, Swamiji has blessed. From this confidence, let me go. And let me see, the most important thing though, is you need to decide for going for an intense completion. Only with that decision, it will work out. And you need to be very honest. See, sometimes you may feel, oh, if I tell my spouse, if they find out this is a thing, they may exploit me. It is okay. Do not worry about others. See, understand, if you complete, if you start bringing in completion, the very law of life has to reflect that completion back. And I know this time will not be enough for all of you to do the completion, but I request you all to start writing this down. Please take this sincerely, go back and actually do it. This is a very, very powerful process. You may think, I'd like to share one incident. There was one of the participant who did this exercise. This was towards like few months back, maybe around 5-6 months back. When one of the participants had done this exercise, she had always thought her husband is very, very strategic with her, and she was very afraid to, talk to her husband and never really to express herself, because she, the day we conducted a session, she said she has actually been strategic to him many times, but she was afraid of opening up because she feels this will be used against her, and she will never be, after this, it will never be the same way as before. It will become even worse. And since Swamiji said in the session, she said, I'm surrendering this to Swamiji, and she did it. And she actually called her husband and she shared every single time that she's been inauthentic, she's been having whatever strategic approach to the husband, or all the incompletion she has shared. One of the most beautiful experiences that I saw is the whole response she shared, how the husband's whole response was so different to her. He said he also had the similar things and he shared with her, and he said now he feels confident, he understands and he feels where she's coming from. And she said they had she was so tearful in the whole conversation with him, and she said she had so much of confidence and comfortability. There was some kind of a hard feeling which just completely melted away. This is the power of completion. Don't ever think, oh, maybe if I do now, what will they say, what will he say? It's okay, completely relax. One of the most beautiful process is completion, and we really, really request and recommend that all of you do it and take time. Honestly, just sit. If you are feeling afraid, saying that no, I don't have the confidence to start it, first sit with yourself, do the self-completion. Do the completion with yourself first. And then you can actually go to Swamiji's Atmamurti and talk to Swamiji, chat with Swamiji. That will give you a lot more strength and confidence on yourself, and you will be able to go and open up to your spouse. Tell them very clearly that this is the process of completion, and because you want to strengthen the relationship, you want to bring oneness and fulfillment in the relationship, you want to rebuild the relationship. That is why you are wanting to open up. Actually sit, actually do it. It's okay, come what may, just put that fear. See, at that time, when you actually go for it, you may face some insecurity. At that point, surrender that insecurity at Swamiji's feet. Try it out. There's a very, very, very powerful process. You'll actually see your fears will just disappear, because even your partner will sit and open up themselves, about themselves with you. It'll become a very beautiful relationship with each other. So do this as your homework, and tomorrow I request each one of you to come in the morning and share with us how your experience was. Thank you so much for being
And tomorrow
here.
is a very, very important day. Today we learned about relationships. Tomorrow we are going to be learning about health, the ultimate aspect where, like you have relationships in your life, your relationship with you is very important as well. How do you relate with your body? How comfortable are you? How healthy? How much do you attend to your body? Tomorrow, there is going to be a life-changing perspective on health, where Swamiji is going to be telling how you can have enlightened health, which means how you can have health that is so amazing, and your body that is prepared, literally like the best vessel for you to receive enlightenment in. Do join tomorrow. We're going to be having a very, very powerful process, initiation as well. And we thank you all for being here today. This brings us all to the conclusion of our day today. And let us conclude with the Purna Mantra.
Om
Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavad Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukar Pranamastu Om Nithyanandam. Thank you all. Nithyanandam.
Nithyanandam.